had the pleasure of watching this man work his magic. It's about time. Immediately up into the brown halls, it is FURIA Esports with an aggressive stance. Cello going to be ready for this, and Art should not be able to trade because there's also Yell behind him. So a doubled layered setup for INTZ's first pistol round. It is all looking good, but not as good as once was. Abel has been able to find a headshot, and he takes out a key piece of the T side. That bomb moving into the site eventually, but they're taking their time with this.
They spotted one person at Old Bomb potentially. Someone drops down the ladder. They know that there's a potential second threat, and that guy, Yuri, is able to get a kill. So there's a trade out, and he'll move on to take another duel, but it doesn't seem like he'll be successful, at least not quite yet. Eyes on Abel as he gets the first gush off through the box. Can he finish his prey off, however? Two pushed into hell.
One incredibly tagged. That's Zand, who never even has to fire a shot. He's got bodyguards.
Like, it doesn't seem like INTZ have done that so much.
There's the opening pick to the favor of the CTs, that op advantage. And then Vinny with the AUG locks down Ivy. So it's going to have to be a pretty singular hit from INTZ if they do opt to go forward. 28 seconds means that they could still fall off of this because the Molotov's not going to make their job any easier. Destiny takes the top side of the train. He's looking for entry frags to justify the push, but Chaos Arado, he's going to cut off those last two players, and down goes Bomb. And that's where the majority of INTZ are coming in from. They've blocked off their own route to the A bomb site for a moment, and then Art actually picks up that first op shot. He is still very wary of both sides of play. Abel only getting one, but that could be enough. It keeps the numbers advantage here for FURIA, and Art's going to then extend that by another frag. Chaos Arado and Hell pinched in from two sides and knows it. 10 seconds up, no bomb in possession for INTZ, and therefore they are going to lose this round as well. It's FURIA with a second. How many saves? Maximum of one. Destiny doesn't really get a chance to get into the mix this round.
Another round where they've got a similar buy, and they've been known to go slowly. KMG tries to pick off the ladder threat, a pick that is always really well welcomed on this map where it's so difficult to sometimes kill that ladder player. Abel J pushed into a tough spot, losing tons of HP, running directly through the Molotov. Seemed like a very low chance that he would be able to come out of that alive. And definitely doesn't get any damage in. Zand also takes advantage of Art, who is trying to hide in the smoke. So a couple of easy free kills.
No, this is a big change of pace. Comes with those swift entries, of course. Always helps when you cut down the numbers. Vinny about to lose his head. And now Yuri's the only one to respond. And it's in the form of a trade frag. So one death on the tally here for INTZ.
Now INTZ back in the power position. Well, slightly. There's still a buy coming up, and it's two ops this time. Abel J will be a strengthened Ivy player, having upgraded to a one-shot kill scoped weapon, and not having to run down Ivy like a madman with a rifle in his hand through a Molotov.
The aggression that, of course, could have cost FURIA in the previous round. So a big change of pace, and then obviously made easier with that double op setup. Good play from INTZ to get into the back line of CT spawn, catching a kill in the midst of it all. That's Yell floating around on Old Bomb, and Yuri, well, he's in a problematic situation. There's players all over the place, and so he's going to try to slip by them as Yell continues to topple players from the backside of it all. Bomb still uncomfortable, but luckily is surrounded by teammates, so made easy. Cello comes wide, does deny the bomb plant initially, but it is, of course, traded out.
Bomb has been planted.
That was a pretty sick Ivy push from INTZ. Vinny, ooh, could be a 1v2.
Nope. Zan takes the same place as his fallen comrade.
Got one man out to Olaf. Oh, and Cello has a really good angle to take the best player on FURIA, at least in this map, out of the round.
Yeah, Art did just tag him down to 16 health. The op shot through the train, though, so softens him up, but Yell's going to swing out from Ivy with a kill and an additional off of Zand. Flash meant to go deep, so maybe Abel can clear that corner. No peek off of it, but Yuri does find his frag elsewhere. That's the closest player onto the bomb site. So the last two remaining T's back by E-Box. And then still we have Cello on Olaf. Yet to activate, yet to swing wide. Predicted on E-Box, but not dealt with. Abel will get the kill once time has expired. Bomb certainly to explode. And that right there is INTZ with a 7th. Sure, it costs them all their bodies. Everybody dies at the end.
Quite well, where he's been able to at least get one kill and fall back. But even beyond that, oh, INTZ has made it difficult. What an entry from Destiny.
Oh, damn. Art, not going to be going for that repeat, and it's probably a good call. There was an op trained on him. Nobody actually serving as an anchor, however, for the terrorists' push means that Vinny has been primed to flank. He's already got eyes down ramp. There's somebody now watching, and that's not going to help Zand at all. These T's on the bomb site are going to feel the heat, certainly seeming pinched. And the question is, when does Yell come in? He's already got himself to the other side of Z Connector. There is a player in there in the form of KS Arado, but now he's dead. And just like that, Destiny and KNG taking the round back by their own. Yell finally activates his flank, and the bomb is so far gone that Art is in an awful position. He does have the kit double flash, but he's blasted back by Mr. Vito. INTZ might be a little bit more wary, a little more alert. They do find the initial kill, and that's going to push Abel out from Ivy. He's trying to explore towards T-spawn, and the poor guy, well, he runs right into KNG. This is going to draw KS Arado back into the A site. Yell's cleared out B, so the bomb comes over, which means all the information, all they'd hope for is theirs. You know, they don't run into that 5-man stack this time. Still the potential for a couple of losses with Art on the op and Armored Deagles too.
Yeah, they look to want to hunt down these kills, not just get the bomb plant. So working outside simultaneously with the inner push, and Art at least gets his kill. So this is going to be a 5v3, and he looks for another really ridiculous off shot to make this happen. He might get away clean at this point. Low on health, and at this point, I mean, they've got sunk costs. They really want to hunt this op down.
Ooh, both players looking for it. Good on Art. 3 kills to protect his op. He's earned it, I'd say.
Oh yeah, he really has. So, you know, you could just stand on top of the spool and then shoot if someone wide swings. But look at that. You can't get the shoulder peek kill unless you commit fully. So he risks dying, but that's what you have to go through if you want to op in this game.
Right, risk and reward. Gets himself the first 30 seconds up. KS Arado anticipating a drop down. Do they wreck his face? Not at all. He's rewarded with the bomb at his feet. It's a shutdown immediately, then even further damage done. Cello will have a chance to just fly himself forward. In fact, he will run towards B. Now there's a player up there still in Yuri. I mean, very easily he could deny this bomb plant, but if somebody drops him, then there's still a chance, a slight chance, and a chance that seems to be dwindling down, now dropped entirely. 5-10 is still to the favor of INTZ. A fantastic T side, but what do they have on the defense, folks? We'll find out after the halftime break.
At first, it felt like they were kind of out of it, a little bit foggy in terms of how they were running their defaults, but later on in the half, turned the tempo up and delivered on the rounds as well.
Ooh, Destiny with a fadeaway headshot.
2 players here to defend. Will the USB shots connect?
Well, they start going down range. Zan out of bullets. Gonna have to get the reload in. Destiny could be next up at bat. There are still 2 Ts on the other side here. Bomb now thrown out into the open. Art, he's gonna get overwhelmed, and yes, sir, there you go. Yell's gonna have all the information in the world. Justifies the rotate over. Cello soon to join them. Destiny lets the first bit pass. Has to double back to try and clean him up. And wow, he hits Vinny over the shoulder.
Yeah.
A stroke of luck with solid positioning is the reason this B site holds. Cutting off a kill towards ramp, both fixating attention over towards the players who would push past, and that's 2 kills each. Then he kills the 1-upper, and that round is done. So we're back in with the pistols of FURIA Esports. They're going to try to pinch into the A site as fast as can be. Ivy initially held. Second player gets past, and that's a distraction for Destiny that he just can't handle. But they've offered up the guns. SG for Art, FAMAS on Vinny, and a bomb point going down on site.
Yeah, Zen opts to fall back just because, or sorry, Cello opts to fall back just because he has to make sure they don't get flanked. Oh, that might have pulled him out of a bad position. Art and Quesarado, the 2 people left.
Art's got that scope, though. You'd think it's a slight edge over the M4, that's why. Sam's gonna get flashed past the smoke, sprayed straight through it. Art now spamming away, and he's got himself another. 4 kills for Art in the eco.
He's only got a CZ. Round 20, KNG opens up the round with an op frag onto Art.
Long range distance. Yell's gonna tag up that opper. Yuri had retrieved it from Art, but unfortunately we've got a sequence of 1v1 duels going the way of INTZ. Yuri doesn't necessarily lose the duel, but he does cost himself a lot of health. Trades right back into Zan. That opens up a route. They can run downwards, try to fly forward into the site, get past the scope of KNG, and maybe plant.
No nades to deny it, so yeah, they could potentially get the bomb down, but that might be it.
Bomb has been planted.
Now they know exactly where the last man's at. KS Serrato with temporary cover through the smoke will at least push back KNG first and foremost. There's 3 CTs still inbound. Like we talked about, no utility for them to actually flush him out. He has a Molotov of his own. Now they have a smoke. They don't have a kit either, so there's gonna come a point where this guy, who has flicks for days, I actually
like Zoking, sure. I was about to throw up, dude. I'm like, let me off this ride. Let me off this ride. Stop this roller coaster.
My eyes were spinning.
But he gets assistance and he'll reposition. Confident place for him to be in. Oh, and it's also they can flash in a ladder. Oh, goes ahead and gets 2. Art fully blind. His teammate gets killed, and that puts his life at risk. It's just 2 now, and just as I say that, Yell goes ahead and knocks K-Serrato out.
Right, wallbang headshot, op shot. Obviously, that's something nice about this inclusion of Yell. I think he does kind of pump up the double lock setup potential for INTZ.
How frisky are INTZ being? They've got 1 man pushing. Yeah, as Destiny's got T-Con control. K-Serrato's waiting for this fight, and he is definitely prepared.
Yeah, but so are Yell and Cello. Yell's gonna come back to clear this. He doesn't check his left. Why would he?
Oh my god, what's happening?
Art doesn't also know that there's actually a player back here on Ivy. So sure, Art might walk forward, but you'd think Yell could be aware.
Oh,
gifted.
Oh my god.
Kill.
Is he gonna, oh, he's gonna go for the knife. Oh, doesn't upgrade the gun. Doesn't know where the next kill is going to come from as well. So although he scoured the site, doesn't get that much information. And Yell pushed into a position where he has to hit a shot. Awkward flick, gets some wallbang damage off. K-Serrato also very low, but now it's 1v3 for Cello.
All these players in the mid-teens, and 1 with an op finds the frag. Okay.
One of them turns it, the flash comes down, but the other one doesn't.
Ooh, dodged it. Cello gets the kill versus KS Serrato. The question is, does he call both? Did he see him? Smoke will blanket the possibility of another drop down. Frag. Good enough for a little bit of chip damage versus Destiny, but it's Yell with a frag versus Art and a 5v3 situation for INTZ. Looking to close out their map choice. Hell of a T side, turned into a couple chances from FURIA, but are they preventing what seems like the inevitable? An additional kill from Zan, dropping bomb into the open. It's only the opper and Yuri. It's gonna happen the moment he comes out T-Con, you'd think. Missing the shot just to confirm it. They run in for the knife. It's bad manners. KNG with a knife frag to finish the map. Why the hell not? After such a lopsided first start to this one and a chance at the end,